Hello, everyone. This is OmniTalk Retail. I'm Ann Mazinga.
And I'm Chris Walton.
And we're here at the Mirakl Go Beyond Summit. We have some fantastic guests back here with Chris and myself today to share a little bit more about marketplaces, about e-com. We're going to talk about all the things today. So without further ado, let me introduce our next guest. We have Tzipi Avioz.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
You said it perfectly. Thank you.
I'm the GM for APAC and Global Delivery at Mirakl, and Mario Muñoz, the Marketplace Director based out of Liverpool for Mirakl. Did I get that one right?
Yeah.
You're two for two, Ann.
Yeah.
You're killing it. You're killing it.
I mean, after this week, you were both so lovely. I did not want to say it wrong.
It's kind of like it's your job. You did
It's
that so
kind
well,
of
Ann.
like
You did that so well.
It's kind of like it's our job, I
All
suppose.
right. All right, Tzipi, let's start with you. And same question to both of you just to get us warmed up here. Talk a little bit about yourself, your background, and your role at each of your respective companies.
Great. Okay, so Tzipi Avioz, as you correctly said, I've been at Mirakl for 6 years, and I live and breathe marketplaces, dropship, and platforms every day. It's very exciting. I've moved back to Australia recently, and I'm the GM of APAC. We're actually growing the region and investing a lot in our customers there. Just a bit before that, I was a customer of Mirakl.
Were you really?
Yes.
In what capacity?
I launched a marketplace.
You did?
And I ran it for 2 years. So, yes, as I said, live and breathe, for sure.
So you're also a user in a lot of ways. That's great.
You're not just an employee, you're also a customer.
It's like the Hair Club for Men commercial.
Yes,
remember,
exactly.
Ann? Yeah, remember back in the day? That's what we're going for?
I knew you're going to like it, Chris.
Yeah, right. What about you, Mario?
Well, Mario Muñoz. I'm the director of marketplace for El Puerto Liverpool. Liverpool is the largest department store across Mexico.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, we've been around 177 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, so...
I didn't know department stores have been around that long.
Yeah, that long, and in Latin America, so
Yeah.
it's longer that way.
Yeah, wow.
Well, Mario, let's start with you. I'd love to get your perspective as a retailer. What are some of kind of the advantages of being involved in a marketplace, and what were some of the things you had to consider to kind of make that decision?
I would say it's something that allows you to grow in a different speed. When it comes to a typical
said.
business like ours, an department store, we have some restrictions in order to grow. Space,
Yep.
number of stores, investment. And after that, you have to have all the capex in order to invest in products. Now, having a marketplace allows us to outgrow the rate we had before. So having this, it's just a matter of recruiting sellers, having the right products, and just kick it off.
Wow.
That is one of the best rationales I've ever heard,
Yeah.
honestly, Mario, for why to do a
Thank you.
marketplace.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Go ahead, Ann.
All right, and then I'm curious, compared to some of the other investments that retailers can make, especially since you've been on both sides, Tzipi, what are you thinking that leaders who are considering kind of going into this, what do they need to be thinking about before they kind of pull the trigger?
I think what they are thinking about is the cost, return on investment,
Right.
and similar to what Mario mentioned, the simplicity. That's what I believe the marketplace model bring to a lot of organization. Yes, you can invest in ERP transformation that probably will take you 5 years, and by the time you finish it, you can't even remember why you
Sure.
started.
Yes.
But if you do a marketplace, you could use different strategies, which we can discuss later, like test and learn and everything, that will be much faster and much flexible. So I think to your question, we need to make sure they understand what's the role, how can it bring return on investment, and most likely they will realize that marketplace is the right solution for their business.
That's a great point about the ERP, too. Yeah, after the 5 years, you're probably still doing the ERP, too. It's probably one of those things that never ends. All right, Mario, let's go back to you. So I'm curious, what advice do you have for other retailers or e-commerce leaders or digital leaders that are thinking about implementing a marketplace based on your experience having done that?
I would say that taking apart that being on a marketplace should be a no-brainer. If you're already into the retail, you should take into consideration two things.
Okay.
The promise you make to the final client and the value of your brand.
Okay.
Because you already exist, you want to add some value to your brand, but you want to keep the same promise to the client. And having that, when you're recruiting in a massive scale, sellers and products, does not necessarily, it's easy. So you have to be pretty careful on who you recruit and what products you bring into your company.
Do you have any, like, have you had any examples of things that, like, you've specialized in or that you choose to specialize in
Sure.
at Liverpool that are, like, that differentiate you from some of the other retailers who might be in
Of
marketplaces?
course. I mean, it wouldn't be something we chose. It would be something that happened.
Really? Okay.
Let's say, we commonly sell two things. Clothes, we are the largest seller in the country for softline, and hardline, meaning fridge,
Okay.
laundry systems, everything like that.
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
you require to your house.
Yeah.
But when we started, we decided to recruit a brand of tires. Somebody that manufactures tires that has nothing to do with our business.
Right.
3 years later, we're the largest distributor of tires
Are
in
you
the
kidding
country.
me?
No way,
No,
really?
it's a true story.
Wow.
Wow.
So I would say nobody see that coming. We had the opportunity. The clients wanted to come to us to buy those things. Nobody ever matched those two things. And the moment it happened, it became huge business.
And is that just traffic? Like people, like you were suggesting that? Like how did you decide that tires were the category that you were going to go into?
We never decided that.
So
We just realized that we had a really small department in the store that was aiming automotive things.
okay.
We were not that good at it.
Okay.
So it was a way of taking that category away of the store,
Right.
investing into capital,
Yeah.
because that had low rotation. And we realized the low rotation was due to not having a large enough catalog, being able to fulfill the needs of the customers.
Wow.
When you have that, you get it done.
Okay.
And having the right partner, that's another thing.
Right.
Being able to partner with the right one.
Right. Wow. So I guess the rubber really does meet the road when it comes to marketplaces, huh, Ann?
Oh boy.
Wow. There's probably a lot of department stores in the U.S. that could learn something from that example. So, all right, Tzipi. So, the theme of this conference is going beyond. So I'm curious, like, from your estimation, being that you work for Mirakl, how do you think Mirakl helps your customers go beyond?
You have 5 hours that I can
Yeah.
start
Right.
talking?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll simply say it in 3 things. One, I do believe that the data that we help our customers gain extremely fast, and the example, excellent example that Mario shared, is a key, because once you have all this data in your hand, you can go beyond and you can go to a lot of areas.
Right.
I think the second one is the constant innovation that we bring. One is the unified platform, so you can have different business model, dropship, marketplace, one creditor, everything that your customers are looking for. We have it and we're building it in the platform, and this is how they can move to the next levels. And then, third, but not last, is the idea of AI and all these trends that coming because of very innovative organization, customers, and labs team. We always at the forefront and help our customers to go into areas without them thinking about it. So, that's the 3 that I would call out, but there's many more.
Right.
Well, I want to close you guys with a question from both of you, because I'm really curious to hear your perspective. Like, what's the next new thing that we're going to see in marketplaces? You mentioned AI, but like, what's going to be the next thing that we're talking about maybe at the Mirakl Summit next year?
I think the big thing we'll hear about in the next year is our retail media.
Okay.
A solution, retail media. A solution is in the market. We see it already, early adopters from our customers. We know a lot of organizations using it in unsophisticated way, and because of such a strong, experience with the core platform, I think that will definitely be the next one.
What about you, Mario?
I would say, and probably is not even there yet, but we would have to find a way to make a consistency across quality.
Huh.
If we manage to have standardized quality, that will take us to the next level.
Wow.
Huh. Wow. Say more about that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, how does that look in practice in operations?
Let's say that whenever you're enrolling sellers and
Mm-hmm.
products, you're never sure about the quality of the final product since you're not able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you're having 10,000 new offers per day.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody would be capable of actually looking into the product
Mm-hmm.
or having an evaluation. Now, when it comes to having products for different categories, let's say pillows, shoes, sandals, towels, whatever you can think about,
Yeah.
electronics, there is no way to have a standardized quality direction.
Right.
So the moment somebody makes that, the perfect way to evaluate how quality is measured across categories and makes it in an automatic way,
Right.
that will take us to the next level because
Wow.
that way you can guarantee increasing the catalog,
Right.
increasing the number of sellers without
Right.
compromising customers' experience
Wow.
and the channel value.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, my mind's going crazy about how you could do
know.
that. You could look at return rates. You could look at reviews of sellers by the actual end retailers. There's whole kinds of ways you could think about that if you really got
Right.
into it. So
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
awesome, man. Man, this has been really informative. Thank you, guys.
it
Thank you
has
both
been,
for
yeah.
joining us today.
Thank you.
Again, Tzipi and Mario, they're going to be here all day. They're a wealth of knowledge. I hope you tune into this podcast. Again, we're live from the Mirakl Summit. Thanks to them for allowing us to come in here and interview all these great executives. And until next time, Ann.
Be careful out there.